What's up, people? We are live. This is Aspen, Colorado. This is the Motherlode tournament, and this is a center court game, winners bracket with finals implications. Randy, what's good, man?
Well, a lot of great volleyball being played up here at the Motherlode, the 50th annual Motherlode. Really excited to be here. My first opportunity to not only commentate, but just to be around these people. Feels like family here up at Aspen at 8,000 feet. Beautiful setting, great volleyball going on, and we've got a big game going off in the winners bracket for the Women's Open.
You're talking about multiple finalists, multiple time Motherlode winners. Look at Tracy Walsh, the bleach blonde, the ponytail. Let's get a shot on her on camera 4. That's Tracy Walsh. Standing next to to that tall girl, Ariel Sprague. They together have won the Motherlode multiple times. And then the girl in blue, Kitty Pyles, had just had a baby last year and won just after she had a baby. And now her, the reigning defending champion, is teaming up with the girl she beat in the finals, Carly Wopat.
Well, for Katie Pyles, what a bit of an upgrade to go to Carly Wopat. Carly Wopat out of Santa Barbara,
Yep.
DP Dos Pueblos High School, national team member, just a handful. And if she's on her game, you got to watch out. So this should be a very exciting game. Not only about Carly Wopat's presence, but Katie Pyles' defense. I'm very impressed. And you tell me that she's just had a baby a short time ago. Some type of something's going on when these girls have the kids, because they're on fire.
We're old school. I have an old school flashback. I bring your attention to Maria Luis from the Cuba national team, the youngest of 11 children. She had a baby, and 2 weeks after she had a baby, she did 500 sit-ups, went right back on the national team, and won the gold medal for Cuba, one of her 3.
Talking about hormones. Wish men could kind of get that sometimes, but this is going to be a very exciting game. We saw them, both of these teams, play yesterday, and they obviously won their matches. And here they're the head up for Katie Pyles, Carly Wopat against Ariel Sprague and Tracy Walsh.
All right, cool. With that being said, we're going to join you shortly. We're going to navigate to camera 4. Watch the rest of this warm up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Perfect. You still got your full shot in. And my mic is still on. Actually, while they're warming up, let's get a little bonus coverage. We got Jeff Samuels and Adam Roberts over there. Let's see. Can we go camera 3?
No. And we don't have a score for over there on court 1. The men are playing right now, winners bracket action.
Let's look it up. No, that's not it. There we go. We got camera 3. Yeah, I see a scoreboard. And let's go to that first a couple of minutes until this match starts. Dana Camacho, sorry, we don't have a lot of men's matches going on center court. As you know, the upper deck, those nets are set up for men's height, so the majority of the men's matches are there. But as we continue to separate the men from the boys, we're going to have more of those matches on center court where it counts.
Samuels and Adam Roberts had a tough match yesterday, winning 15-13 in the third, down in the first. They come back and win in the second, and then obviously had a barn burner to win 15-13. And here they are competing in the next round in the winners bracket in the men's division. As we're getting close on court 1 now to start this game. And
here we are. They're set. The referees are set. The players are ready. Again, a winner's bracket match that has finals implications. A little bit of a conversation. Carly Wopat might take exception to their dinner plans tonight, and now they worked that out, and now we're ready to go. Tracy Walsh, Sprague, Pyles, Wopat. Here we go. Pyles out of the middle. Oh, my goodness. Right arm, one-arm bandit versus left arm, one-arm bandit.
Well, they got caught and got chained together there, and that ball did not come up. Good little side out by Katie Pyles from the right side. So it's going to be interesting how the teams feel themselves out to figure out exactly how they're going to score their points. And they start off to the left side player. It goes out of the middle.
Wow, pretty academic knuckle over, little crossover. She sees the 4 block switch with relative ease, and now the score is tied. I like it because there's nothing but champs on this court right now. This is champ stuff right now. And Katie Pyles is going to send a message, at least in this first set. We got a long rally that's worth the pause. Jeff is the biggest attention whore of all, and wanted to remind everybody he's still here and brought a ball back, and there it goes again.
And that's why they took their time, because they knew that ball was going to come on their court.
And they're also like, wait, this play is worth watching. Carly Wopat chips off the hands. Nice 4 block switch, but sometimes you give up some height on that block when you switch, right?
You absolutely do. And Carly Wopat passes that ball and actually kind of stumbles a bit, but the leg strength that she has with the ability to get up and over is going to be seen all this match.
We've got a serve out of the middle. Wow, just taking it last minute is Sprague. Sprague, great disguise on the cut again, huh? A little fisticuff cut.
It's nice that she's going and not challenging the block as much right now and moving that ball around. That's going to give her a chance to side out a little bit more. But in time, that ball will be run down.
Serve left shoulder. Another stumble there. And this time the pass got a little bit shot, just enough to create a little ruckus.
Now, if there's anything that is a negative to Carly Wopat, I would say, is her passing. She just doesn't get to the ball equally and smoothly, but she makes up with her ability to go hit the ball from basically anywhere as she takes a swing right there. And
look out!
Cue right down the middle.
The last time they hit one in center court, it took out our camera, and this one, everything stays intact, Randy. And we got 3-3. We're one away from the side switch. And Katie Pyles, again, this is one of those matches. We don't see a feeling out process as Sprague takes the pass. A little low, but good coverage. Looking for 4. Walsh. Knuckle. Beautiful play and a trick shot of her own. Katie Pyles.
Great up by Carly Wopat, one-handed back to the corner, knowing that ball was staying in. She pops it up. Her partner goes, she's not going to get up. Let me shoot this on too, and scores with the bump kill.
A lot of respect between all 4 competitors, but I'm going to tell you this. Katie Pyles has drawn a line in the sand and says, I know you guys won the championship, but I am the reigning, defending champion. If you want it, you got to come take it.
And don't you think they know it? So the challenge is up, and they're going to come up to the challenge.
We got a little laundry on the court. And the best. Wow, that was a Brooklyn Bowl worthy bowl back by Carly Wopat. Wow, who wins the stuff? Who's got the coverage? Who's going to blink? Got it! Tracy Walsh.
Tracy Walsh faking like she's going to go to the handset and then goes over with the left hand. Not that easy to do, but she's obviously done it before.
A little administration to make sure we got the right server. Ariel Sprague. Both competitors out of Utah. BVB listed Walsh as Fruitland, Utah. That's incorrect. Wow, and there's Wopat. Yeah, for the BVB reference, that is incorrect. There is no Fruitland in Utah. The Fruitland is in Iowa.
Idaho,
that's right.
Yes.
Oh, wait a second. Randy Geography Stokely? Is that what's happening right now?
No.
That was awesome.
I've never been to the place. I just have some sharp eyes.
Wow, beautiful. Katie, Carly did everything except peel on that.
Yeah, but
maybe you're just better off staying, Randy?
Yeah, she got into what's called no man's land, where all of a sudden you're not a blocker, you're not a digger, and you don't know what to do. So she's got to be a little bit better decisive, but more importantly, receive serve right now.
Yeah, well, she's no man. Wow. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of men in that swing. I don't mean this sounds sexist, but that had some torque on it.
And let me correct that. In no woman's area. No woman's land.
No woman's land. No ladies' land. No girls' land.
That's okay.
We're covering all our bases. Let's do it, Randy.
It's Carly Wopat calls for the line block right now. Let's see if she stays. But she stays in fake. It was a fake stay. It's a tough play. For me, I'd love to see Carly Wopat be more dominant at the net with taking a cross court away. Let her partner go and get that ball up and over the block. There's no way you're going to go and touch those things. Take away their strength, run down that ball.
I expect Sprague to go back to Carly Wopat. Excuse me, trying to clear my throat here. Pretty easy serve and handled the way it should be. And you know what happens, Randy? When you serve lollipops, sometimes you get licked.
Yeah, and surely she did. She like literally powdered that ball out of the middle right there, and she has so much range and probably one of the best physiques in the game of volleyball.
Our comment section, lighten up. Carly has 1990 Randy Stokely delts and lats.
I believe me, I never looked like that. I was soft.
Well, you did have the same shorts.
As Carly Wopat now back to serve.
Serve out of zone one. A little bit of a J hook pass. There's the shorty, and walking the dog on that is Wopat in free ball situation. Looking for the switch. Walsh. No, not yet. On two. Nice balance by Sprague. Sprague. Blocked, covered, and quick set for quick set for quick set goes into the net. And there's your second switch of the game. Identical 4 threes.
Love the play by Carly Wopat because she goes and throws out the one finger, which usually means line in my world, but it could have meant something else. But she naturally saw where that ball was going and jumped in the angle and pressed and got the block, put the pressure on the opposing team. Now to go up 8-6 first game.
Nice. We got a little spoiler in the comment section of who won the men's AVP today. And normally I don't like spoilers, but because this particular person knows my love and affection for the said winners, I say thank you very much. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Truly. There's a line over Sprague. They're back in business, back to doing the things that they do best.
So who won? Who won?
It's Theo and Trevor.
Back on track.
I'm telling you, like it's Trevor's the crab no one talks about. That put some respect on that man's name. Theo did his 3 sit-ups. He's back in shape. Wow, that's something she does really well. She turns her body like all of her integrity is supposed to go line, and she wrist away, Randy.
Kind of hard to stop that when with big players coming in looking like she's going to come in and bomb the line and then just turns away with nobody up, not even a defender over in that area.
Yeah, for Carly Wopat, this definitely has to feel like unfinished business, right? Sorry, as we get back to the action here, there's a line over, very good line over by Tracy Walsh. So what I was saying before, this has to feel like unfinished business. She was in this tournament last year with Katie Spieler. They pretty much cruised all the way. I think they won 2-0 every single match going into the finals. And you run into Sokolowski and Pyles, and you feel like it's unfinished business as they go back to Wopat. Up and down set. Wopat, balanced tip, and free ball opportunity, and shot back and forth. What a mess. But cleaning up the mess, Tracy Walsh.
Good things happen when you work hard, and she goes after that ball, bumps that ball out of nowhere, goes over. The girls can't control the ball on the other side, and sure enough, the point goes to Sprague and Walsh.
Cards Jiva, I was only giving you crap. I am so glad you told me that they won. If it were honestly, those are the only 2 guys I'm a fan of. I'm a purist of the sport, but I followed them, so I appreciate you letting me know as the score is now 10-9.
And who got to the finals?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, Jiba will tell us. Jiba, since you hear us, who they beat in the finals?
Here's an opportunity.
There's an on 2. Wow, nice great footwork though, huh? She can't get that, but great footwork by Carly Wopat. Instead of just turning around and wailing a set back at her partner, got her footwork, shoulders to the pole, Randy.
And squared it up.
You like that?
Yeah, and squared it up and put it into the sweet spot for a point for them to go up 11-9 first game. Carly Wopat now back to serve.
Nice. Oh my goodness, what a tip. Some people are asking for the link. I'm going to actually provide that link at the technical timeout.
And we are at the technical timeout as we speak.
11-10. Let's go to let's keep it on the court shot. Not the bunker. I want to actually text the link to everybody who's interested in this amazing match. They beat Andy and Miles. Andy and Miles Partain coming back from the international tour.
They've been running around the world trying to get Olympic points to go and qualify for the Paris Olympics. And kind of nice to see that Theo and his partner, Trevor Crabb, comes out victors. Must have felt very, very good because that both of those teams are really, very, very good. And to win against Partain and Benish right now is world class.
All right, I'm sending the link to the two most important people, Brian Klein, who's helping direct this tournament, and my better half, Kelly Campbell, who is going to share it on her social media.
In today's games,
Kelly,
literally have started off with a little bit of an overcast skies. We're at 8,000 feet, but then all of a sudden this game starts and it's bright and shiny and warm out. It's unbelievable. The one thing that I've learned about being up here in Aspen, you've got to layer because it comes off and it goes back on within hours, within minutes. But pretty fun at the 50th annual Motherlode tournament.
Randy, you were carrying me, brother. I'm going to send this to the Motherlode link.
And as we're on camera, the girls are about to go out to play again. And we'll go back to court. And as the team of Sprague and Walsh now go back to serve, down by one. What I feel like almost is the better side from where Sprague and Walsh are serving right now, but really hard to tell. They attacked Wopat.
Wow, and Wopat responds accordingly. Randy Stokely, the man, is doing color commentary and play-by-play, the man who has my back. I sent the link to as many people as I can from here. You guys got to do it for me because I don't want to sound like a baby, but I can't do everything.
And last but not least, if you are watching, tell your friends, call your family, tell it's all on because watching this game of beach volleyball, especially up in Aspen, what a scene that we have here. And
I'll do one better. This is a winner's bracket match with finals implications. 4 very accomplished players, Randy.
Yes. Love the set by Katie Pyles that she delivered to Carly Wopat that one play. You got to lift that ball up, especially for a player like Carly Wopat. She's got so much room to go and swing, and you put that up high, she's going to be able to put that thing up and over the block. Now up by 2, 12-10, game 1.
Let's make that 13.
13, thank you.
It's supposed to be 13, I hope. I confirmed with my guy at the table, Brian Klein, said it was 13, and I fixed it on the scoreboard. Whoa, line hopper by Tracy Walsh.
So we'll see when they change their tactics in regards to blocking. I would want Carly Wopat to take that cross court away and again let Katie Pyles run after that ball after the deep shot over the block as they attack Katie Pyles.
How are we on this microphone? Yes, because they can hear us. The players can hear us. I'm not talking about Carly Wopat's delts while she's playing. That was insane. Sorry, that was just weird. You were on the MC mic, Randy, and so was I. Up and down set, Pyles, shorty, got it.
A little bit of a miscommunication by Sprague and Walsh, almost covering the same position, but at least they're understanding where Carly wanted to go, and unfortunately not popping that ball up correctly, went up over her partner, wasn't able to run it down. Now Katie Pyles now back to serve.
Serve out of the middle, left shoulder, Tracy Walsh. Line over, got it.
Simple. Pass the ball to the middle of the court, get an up and down set again. Carly, go and take the cross court. Jump in the cross court, take her hit away. I don't care if she drills the ball down the line. Then let Katie Pyles go and get that shot over the block. 2-point game on the side switch.
Sprague to serve. 13-15. This is our 4th switch of the set. Expect them to go back to Wopat. More than middle. This time she's running the back set, and she seems just fine with that. A little bit of a drifter set, but the drifter just enough to tell the blocker that she's not going to be there.
Well, Ariel had a little bit of a difficulty there as a blocker, and she couldn't shift her body out to get to follow Wopat, and that's a really smart play by when you have a smaller blocker, move that ball around offensively, and you're going to get better swings at it.
Hans Gu, thanks for joining us. The match on the next court is Jeff Samuels and Adam Roberts. They're in the second set. And I'll give you more of the particulars at the conclusion of this first set.
Great play by Carly Wopat. If you really look back at that touch, she goes down to a knee from the middle and she passes the ball out in front of her. So the ball is being set up and down. She goes in there and has all the room in the world to go and take a good swing, and now up 17-13.
Wopat, expect her to go to zone. No, she goes to Tracy Walsh. I guess that's what they've been doing. And Walsh really loves that set to the pin. And we had a discussion on multiple times about setting to the pin and what we might call the lower part of the net in this tournament.
For anybody that's watched that last play, the mistake by Carly Wopat is to get off of the net before even seeing where the set was. Stay at the net until you see it, and then you're going to be a better blocker and a better defender.
Pretty good swing by Katie Pyles. And you mentioned that before. In fact, I think depending on the defender, she might just stay. Don't even peel, just stay. You got Pyles back there. You might be head faking her by peeling. Maybe.
I don't know. For myself, there's a great drop, gets the cut shot on a little fake block, and then up and over the block, and unfortunately just goes out wide by a couple an inch. And as everybody's looking, and Walpat's begging for that ball, but that ball is out and didn't really touch the line from my vantage point.
From my vantage point as well, I thought it was out, but Wopat in her defense, it's definitely close enough to take a second look.
And as the youngsters, the teenagers from Hawaii are reffing this game, they're overruling it. And from what I understood, now it gets into a court of law, so to speak, where everybody's trying to say their piece. But she's already made her mind up, and the ball's in. The point goes to Wopat.
I'm glad that Wopat made her case, huh? I mean, what do we know? The king of the beach and the karaoke king. Wow. And that's the balance. And the only adjustment I would make, and we'll talk about it after this set, I'll just save this time to say brilliant move by Tracy Walsh. 15-19. I know when that hotline blings. Here we go. Got a little Drake in the house.
Beautiful day up here in Aspen. We've got a game now, 15-19. Sprague and Walsh down by 4.
Wow, nice move and a better line over. Brings it back. Free ball scenario. Looking for the switch. Katie says, I got it. Carly Wopat says, no, I got it. Gets the use, hits the back of the line, and set point opportunity number 1 and the switch.
You got to love when your partner goes, here, let me just put this ball up to you, and you go and do anything you want to do. As she does, hits that ball up and over the block to get to point game, first game, winner's bracket action.
Wow. And the rest is silence as we lead to this possible set point win. Okay, pass by Tracy. Tracy, hot read, beautiful hot read. Now they stay alive for one more point, 16-20. Do they go back to Wopat? They do go to Wopat. Unfortunately, they go straight to Wopat. Wow, perfect dig. Well, not really. That drifted out of bounds. From where I was sitting, it looked like it was perfect, and then all of a sudden, it's not, Randy.
It was. She just needed a little wind to keep that ball in. Just went out a little wide, but she was in the right spot. But again, trying to dig a ball that's hit by Carly Wopat is next to almost impossible, the heat that she puts on there. So the first game goes to Pyles and Wopat.
Yeah.
Pretty controlling.
I think I'd like to see Pyles, instead of doing a 4-block switch, the last-minute switch, with Carly Wopat as your block in front of you, I'd rather just have her 2 switch. sit behind the block a little bit. My guess is that the hitter doesn't even see it. But the hitter does see the last minute switch on the 4. So, Chairborne Ranger here, armchair quarterback. I'd like for them to change that 4 block switch to the 2.
Yeah.
I mean, they won anyway. What are you going to say to the team that won?
Well, exactly. You got to go with what's working. But for me, it's like literally what goes on in their minds between these games right now. Now they've all of a sudden just beat the defending champions in Aspen here. And, sometimes there's a letdown because you feel like, wow, that wasn't so difficult. But then all of a sudden the game can kind of turn around. And when it does, the game goes so fast that, next thing you know, what you thought was yours is not.
Is taken away. And you're right. And you almost think that Carly Wopat and Katie Pyles are coming to expect what's to be coming at them the second set. You played his team multiple times, 0 feeling out process in that first set. Expect more of the same in the second set. Get after it.
Athletically, I would have to give the thumbs up to Walpat and Pyles over their opponents. It just seems like it. But Sprague and Walsh, it seem like they have a bit of some better ball control, and at times it seemed to like that they have a more of a threat in regards to their side out. Now, in regards to their defense and scoring points, that might be another thing because it doesn't seem like there's a really a great blocker or a bigger blocker on that team that can compete. But possibly if they go and think about going back to Walpat, serving her tough, making her think that they can get back into this game.
Yeah. So they said the comment section, here's the real question. Ask Randy, since Jason is the karaoke king, what song would Randy sing at karaoke?
We've been talking about it, and I've tried to go online to try to see what song I would play, but I'm just not all that great, and my voice isn't really that good, and I'm a little shy, and I just don't have the game as Jason.
For my song?
Yeah,
I got a whole bunch. I don't have a favorite song.
I know you do.
Look, I sang Michael Bublé, I'm Feeling Good at Tower 12 a couple of Thursdays ago. They gave me $100. They gave me a crown. I'm on their wall of fame. So here we go again. Me just doing good things on a Thursday night.
Well,
Ed Winchester, was that your favorite partner of all time?
Oh, Ed was great. He was a coach or a ref on the AVP tour. Did an incredible job. Back to action now. Second game just starting off with Walsh serving, dropped off late. There's the point, goes to Walpat and Pyles.
Striking first blood, the second set. Here we are. We're off to the races. Hey, during the technical timeout, I'll keep you guys more up to date on what's going on court 3. There's action on court 1, but Jeff has a pretty big following, and I get that. That ball luft balloons out of bounds, Randy.
And I'd probably go with John Denver, Mile High, because in 1973, the first tournament was the #1 hit song by John Denver.
Wow.
Mile High. Rocky Mountain High.
Wow, what a nasty cut. All right, I'm going to get a score check for you guys. It's 9-11 in the second set with Jeff Samuels and Adam Roberts against Ty. I think that looks like Ty Coates. I'm not sure. And I don't know who won the first set. Jeff won? Thanks. My guys at the table just tell me Jeff won the first set. Wow, pretty good dig. Nice peel and dig finally by Carly Wopat, and that's what she's been looking for. A little bit of dip and pull on that, if you will. Something we when we were commenting on Sharice's match, they did so well.
I think it's a better move rather than faking the block and going to the angle and letting everything wide open. She has at least the opportunity to kind of shift her momentum going backwards to a forward momentum, and then she puts that ball away for a point to go 3-1 up. Great serve to the middle of the court to the right sider.
Wow, what a jump and dig. Katie Pyles, the transition queen, puts one down.
You wouldn't think all that much about Katie Pyles, but she might be the engine of that team. It's the way she plays defense, popping that ball up with her left hand, staying behind a sweet set and hitting that ball cross court inside the block for a 4-1 commanding lead, really, for me, because it's a 3-point lead. Now they're going to, and there's the
momentum cut off.
The kiss of death. There you go from the birdie to the bogey in one play. And it's a tough one because, in the past, in the side out scoring, it really didn't matter. You could just go in and get the side out back at touche, goes right back at you. So no harm, no foul at the side switch. Wopat and Pyles now up 5-2.
Katie Pyles the serve on the switch. And like you said, a commanding 5-2 lead. And again, these four competitors do not have time to be feeling each other out as that ball luft balloons out again.
Now we've got 3 in a row. So let's somebody get an underhand serve and try to get this ball in the court.
Oh, okay. I know who Ed Winchester is.
Yeah.
That was the ref that Karch tried to kill and rip the net down on the East Coast.
Yeah, that was in there's a sweet swing by Pyles from the right side. Feeling it, loving it. Sun's out, warm, about 72 to 75 degrees here.
It's perfect.
Love that. And look at Pyles' call right here. 2-2,
yes.
Meaning angle. I love this. Now maybe they start to do something different. I don't know if that's going to work that time because they got lucky. Yeah. The ball just goes out a little wide. Now, again, be a blocker. Stay at the net. If you're a better blocker than the defender, use what is going to create points for yourself.
And that's also still uber late for a 2-switch, Randy.
Exactly.
So that 2-switch, she should have been there by the time they hit her contact with that ball.
And as we're talking, Carly Wopat just calmly goes and serves an ace right down the pipe.
Wow.
And try to open up the lead now by 5, 8-3.
Wopat, will she go back to the middle? I say why not, but she prefers to be her own artist on this one. And now we got a free ball situation. Carly on the right side, looking for 9. Carly, great touch. Walsh, Doug. Carly again. And that's the winner. There we go. Carly commanding 9-3 lead on her aces and kills.
And strutting off the court. Back to serve back. Carly Wopat goes, now scoring a couple points in a row, now up 9-3. She had that sweet swing and got blocked, soft block, came back to her and scored again.
Left shoulder serve, but nice midline. There's the wrist away, and that's what happens when you stay on the 2. Not the dig she wanted, but her positioning and the timing was very good. Speaking of on 2, back set, Pyles, middle.
Little bit of a miscommunication there. Defensively, if you're popping the ball back, call to your partner, left side, right side. Like, be vocal so she can understand. Now, Carly obviously saw her partner going, but if you can instill that verbal communication prior to you moving into the spot, you're going to get a better set because there's a confirmation that you're going to really, truly be there.
There's Pyles creating her string out of the middle, but on 2. Doug looking to get to the switch. There's the line over. Oh, my goodness. You got to be kidding me. Oh, my. Katie just piles it on with the defense and transition.
And Carly Wopat goes with the flipper back up and over, and there's nothing you can do about that as they come up with a commanding lead now on the side switch, 10-4.
Is it weird that I just had a flipper flashback? Remember the TV series with the dolphin flipper?
Oh, of course.
You sit there, talk.
I used to watch that.
But I love how everybody speaks dolphin.
Remember I'm a 60s baby.
Everyone speaks dolphin, though. Like, they understood what the hell he was saying.
Yeah.
Here's the line over, and wow, Katie with the twist and shout on that one, but couldn't get it.
Gotta love the turnaround. A lot of players try to go and poke it up with one hand or try to hit it up with 2 hands backing up, but she just turned around like she was a wide receiver, got that over her shoulder, mishandled it a little bit, but it was a good pop-up. So now let's see what Sprague and Walsh can do to attack this team and stop this momentum.
Pyles, nobody up. Academic swing for her. I don't think she saw the switch, but I don't think she cared. Everything about her body language said kill. Great shot. We're nearing a technical timeout in a couple of points. A lot of action, a lot of dust kicked up on court 2. On court 3. This is court 2. This is center court. Wow, nice patience, but an even more patient dig. The 360 set to her partner, Ariel Sprague. Says nice 360, partner.
Certainly was, but they've played together. They're the champions of last year. They know exactly where they're all. They're just playing a pretty dominant team right now of Pyles and
But not the
Wopat.
commentator, because they can hear that. But the people, the players can hear it. Though. You can't do that while the players are playing. You could do it between players.
All right, something like
I got you. I got you.
However you
And there is a nice serve by Tracy Walsh from the right side, catching Pyles on that short serve, scoring a point. She needs a bunch of them right now.
Wow, the patience by Katie. Great elevation. Waited for the switch. Line over. 12-7.
Looks like they're attacking Tracy Walsh from the right side. Let's see if they continue. No, they go the opposite way. And sure enough, it's kind of an indecisive serve right there. And it's one of the things that I talk about quite often. When you change things at the last minute, you can make mistakes. Think about where you're going to go. Think about how you're going to attack that ball and serve that area.
Wow, there's the patience again by Pyles. And here we are, the technical timeout. And while we're at the technical timeout, there's a lot of activity and buzz on the comment section about what's happening on court 3. So let's take us there. Camera 3.
Looks like we have a 16-16 game. Game 2.
Adams and Samuel is heavily favored to win this, but Jeff likes him a little drama. He can't just do things the easy way. Look out. Corey Brindle with the rescue. A little bonus coverage during the technical timeout, and now the score is 17-16.
Nice turn down the line by Adam Roberts from the right side, looking like he was going cross court the entire time to the last second. Now they go up 17-16. Not sure if Samuels won the first game.
He did.
Okay,
so my people at the table said he did.
Very good. And probably a favorite, but you never know. As a big rainbow now just gets shot out, really a tough thought.
I love our comments section. They said better to not call out blocking signs if you're on a hot mic, if you're emceeing.
Oh, you guys are funny. If you want to go and hear really the truth about signals, obviously I'm the creator to that. When at first I started to do it down in Rio de Janeiro, I had players from the opposing teams from Brazil showing exactly what I was doing with their hands up in the air, 1, 2. And so I had to go to a verbal communication because the signs were being stolen. But we're getting back into action on main court, 13-8 with Wopat and Pyles up in a commanding, really, the lead. And they won the first one pretty handedly. So let's see if they can kind of finish this thing off with Carly Wopat.
Actually, I got to tell Brian that. Brian, our comments section, it'd be really hard to MC when he's calling out blocking signs. For
They just got to listen. Oh, they're running a 4. We got this.
But, you guys, you can laugh about it all the time, but am I telling the truth?
You are.
Am I telling the truth?
No, but if they have us an MC hot mic, the other team would hear.
Of course, but I could be saying the opposite.
You're right.
So hopefully the girls are not thinking anything of it. There's a nice little cut shot cross court by Ariel Sprague.
Wow, nice. First point after the technical timeout goes to Ariel Sprague and Tracy Walsh.
Don't count this team out. They have won. They know how to win. Let's see if they can put together a couple points in a row as they attack Wopat.
I mean, they're still in the winners. This is the winners bracket, Matt. So I agree with you. As Wopat goes above the block, above the dig, and in.
And I know what you're getting at. You're getting at it if the losers come out of the losers bracket or are in better shape, as it happened actually last year. What would seem like last year that the team that was, that
cruising
should have been winning didn't, because they weren't in shape and they hit the wall.
Wow, nice fend off by Walsh, and we got a free ball situation looking for double digits right now. Looking at Walsh. Wow. Another free ball situation, and got it. Wow, Katie Pyles. Looking like a stunt double out there.
Yeah, unbelievable. And almost she's ready for my Wallace League
Actually,
one-on-one serving underhand.
I'll take that back. She does all her own stunts. Line serve handled easily. Katie Pyles, nobody up, sees the switch. Fine, she'll do it again or give it to her partner. Blocked off her noggin. Wow. A little bit of a momentum shift there, Randy. What do you think?
That's what I just called about a second ago. I said, beware. They can go and match up a couple points in a row. All of a sudden, you get the team of Wopat and Pyles thinking. Terry Walsh now back to serve.
A little bit of a pause in the action. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Along with Randy Stokeless, I'm Jason DeBillius. So for those of you that just joined us, thank you for having us in your living room. Thank you for having us in your lives. A little bit of a discussion here. If the technical timeout was 13-8, they got a little discrepancy about the score, and it shouldn't be very difficult to count from 13-8.
Yeah, they sided out. They got the 9. They scored 2 points.
Right.
That's correct. But maybe that could have been attacked to slow the game down.
I think the most important thing is what happens next. And that's what happens next. Closing the lead, shaving it to 2.
Ariel Sprague at the net, competing against the smaller blocker, and sure enough, she gets one. And like I said, you never can count out a champion. Coming back now from a number of points down to a 2-point game, 12-14.
Up and down set, no drifter set. Katie's okay with that. Now that's a 2-block switch, and that's something that's very, very manageable for. Whoa, you got to be kidding! Tracy Walsh, cute little smile on her face, and she has every reason to have that smile. Why not? 13-14.
Well, she's giving that vote of confidence, and as she should, because she won a big point right there. And you know what? How that goes and puts Pyles and Wopat into a nervous situation right now because they were just up and commanding this whole game. You never know how this whole thing can switch around. And well, there's a better swing.
And again, did you see the 2-block switch on that? Very, very disciplined. Not very big movements. Don't need big movements. The last thing you want is to have to reverse your field a dig. And in an irregularity, most of everyone's been serving Wopat this tournament. They went to Pyles as we switch 15-13. What's up, people? Leading by 2 in the set, leading 1-0 in the match is Wopat and Pyles. Wow, transition. A very much needed transition point for Katie Pyles, just so it can feel normal. She can feel like she's playing normal Katie Pyles volleyball.
I don't know even actually who actually got that ball. I would say it was Pyles, but she got the reverse dump, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, as a setter indoors. She got through that in and into that small area, and sure enough, was gobbled up. See how she goes here. She goes up the line to attack. Next point. Should be another point for Pyles from the right side.
Here it comes. A little too predictable on that. Yeah, it's hit into the net, and she, they escaped with the point, but the cut was very readable and was very up and down, and she's like, all right, let me stop playing like this.
Yeah, as Pyles and Wopat score 2 in a row now, they increase the lead by 4, 17-13.
And warming up in the other court, we got a brother versus brother match coming up. Perfect pass by Tracy Walsh. Tracy.
Good swing.
When you're in a fiddle.
Go anywhere middle.
We got a pretty good men's match coming up next on court 3. We got the Basie brothers, Lars and Gage, who made a huge buzz in the Atlanta AVP, competing against each other. Nice bring back by Carly. Free ball situation. Katie is going to take this on the left side. Katie on the shorty. Free ball situation. They go back to Katie. Katie with an okay pass. Option. Left balloon.
Got a little bit of a break with Carly Wopat waffling that ball on 2 out of bounds. That's a big point in this match. Try to get a little bit closer in a must-win situation for Sprague and Walsh as Pyles and Wopat win the first game. Now 15-17, down by 2. Got to do something special.
This time they go back to Wopat. I think that might be a mistake. And we got a little bit of action at the net, and I don't know if someone hit the net, but I guess nothing to see here. 18-15. I didn't like that serve on Wopat. Thoughts? Maybe stay with Pyles on that because
Well,
he came back.
yeah, maybe not. But you know what? The ball came right to her. Why don't you serve her down the line or make her move just a little bit more?
2 away from the switch. Pyles expects her to go back to Tracy Walsh. She does. Perfect pass by Tracy. Pretty good set too. And there's the patient line over. And now Katie's touching those cutovers. Excuse me, not line over, the cutovers. She's staying in the 2 block, and now she has 1 move to the ball that gives her a shot at least touching those. With the 4 block switch, she's literally going the other way, Randy. We're 1 away from the switch, 16-18. Good music, good fun, good food all weekend.
And here's a little bit of a change up with Ariel Sprague serving, and she's going to go, oh no, a little late blocker and an undecision blocker. You know, I don't like that. There's nobody structured in the correct areas. And then when you're just kind of late moving to places, the whole court opens up.
Man, you're right. Camel toe shot. I don't know what that means, but if I repeated something bad, it's his fault in the comment section. We read too much. Wopat, serve to Tracy. Up and down. Tracy, not yet. Pyles on the left side. Pyles. Line over. Our first match point situation.
In the driver's seat, now up by 4. See where Carly Wopat wants to finish this thing off, going up and serving and then becoming the blocker.
Wopat going back to Walsh. No, this went into the net. Uncharacteristic miss from someone who's been serving well all match, including getting an ace or 2.
I think she wanted to surprise her with that quick cross-court cut serve that didn't make the net, but a big point. Let's see if the other team can rally around a point barrage to keep in, but no.
My goodness.
Carly
wow.
Wopat, Katie Pyles, they move on in the winner's bracket.
Yeah.
They played tough. They took down the defending champions, but don't ever count out the defending champions, as they will move to the contenders bracket and they will still be around for future matches.
And you know what I liked about this match? It's not like Wopat and Pyles won the match because the other team played poorly. You saw the best of what Walsh and Sprague can offer, and the better team won. It's my favorite match. 4 competitors just getting after it, not taking plays off.
I think the one thing that we have seen, because we saw them play a couple games yesterday, that they're getting better. So that's not a great sign for the rest of the competition, but you never know how and when they turn on and turn off, and maybe still a little inconsistency, but they're getting and playing it better and better each and every time they go out. So favorites go to them as we speak.
We got another favorite warming up, Lena Sokolowski. She's the other half of the reigning defending champion with Katie Pyles. They're up next, so you guys stick with us. And for the guys in the comment section, I see some of you guys got to bounce. Some of you guys are going to got to stick around. And for the ones sticking around, we got another one coming up. For Randy Stokely, I'm Jason DeBelius. Let's point behind us. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes.